Experience matters.
They passed tools, they drilled a couple of my tattoos. 10 o'clock, I seen the news about a body drop. I run this shit, I body niggas ain't no
No shoulder till they know. Sometimes I'm better. No shoulder till they know.
Love and loyalty.
Sometimes
them niggas ain't your friends, don't appreciate your loyalty. Them niggas ain't gonna show and court to pay your lawyer fees. And if we talkin' sacrifice, nobody gave more than me. Never got a gift, was only drama that was bought to me. Them niggas ain't your friends, don't appreciate your loyalty. Them niggas ain't gonna show and court to pay your lawyer fees. And if we talkin' sacrifice, nobody gave more than me. Never got a gift, was only drama that was bought. Shit, I can't leave without my own, she only got 2 kids. Shit, it was days I wanted pop, but ain't know where he lived. Don't call my phone if you try to talk about what it was. Kid, while I was down, had to step it up, it is what it is. My favorite nigga in the world, they call me bad news. I had crews that faded on me cause cash rules. The cash cow with a family, I used to bad food. And past twos, get drilled and cover my tattoos. 10 o'clock, I seen the news about a body drop. I run this shit, I body niggas, ain't nobody hiding. I probably loaned a couple thousand and forgot about it. The niggas that I know rockin', I ever got a problem. The feds watching, if they stop us, we all know the rules. Before you get these kind of wins, you supposed to lose. I feel like Dirk, I caught a op, turned him to vulture food. Turn my brother up with the blood, some shit you supposed to do. Them niggas ain't your friends, don't appreciate your loyalty. Them niggas ain't gonna show and court to pay your lawyer fees. And if we talkin' sacrifice, nobody gave more than me. Never got a gift, was only drama that was brought to me. Them niggas ain't your friends, don't appreciate your loyalty. Them niggas ain't gonna show and court to pay your lawyer fees. And if we talkin' sacrifice, nobody gave more than me. Never got a gift, was only drama that brought to me. Ain't nobody riding like me, ain't nobody like me. I ain't fighting, court a case and ain't nobody right me. I know they heard about all them bodies, probably try and indict me. They ever box me, keep it cool, tell them Klondike me. Don't let them know about them secrets, they gon' try expose you. Billy ride sober, I claim souls, get you signed up. Empty Glock in a pine box with my grind over. Try to up the pole, I'ma hit you first, nigga, mine closer. I kill Sosa and Tony and take the line over. Feed the guys, only roof for my squad like slide over. I slide through with them heaters and get your guys roasted. Blocks rolling, if we left a survivor, it's not over. You not doing, you never killed it, you not loyal. I told Jig, watch his friend, niggas not for you. We locked in, got a op, I'ma get these dropped for you. Drop the bag and still drop this man, we don't drop them. Them niggas ain't your friend, don't appreciate your loyalty. Them niggas ain't gonna show and court to pay your lawyer fees. And if we talkin' sacrifice, nobody gave more than me. Never got a gift, was only drama that was brought to me. Them niggas ain't your friend, don't appreciate your loyalty. Them niggas ain't gonna show and court to pay your lawyer fees. And if we talkin' sacrifice, nobody gave more than me. Never got a gift, was only drama that was brought to me.
no shoulder till they know. Sometimes I'm better.
We're A-Game, a 100% Black-owned company with an all-natural product and world-class customer service. We're headquartered in California, and we manufacture, package, and ship right here in the United States. We ship to more than 125 distributors worldwide. Normal processing is 2 to 3 days, and we employ virtual tracking until our product is received. So, no matter where you are in the world, here we come, and we're bringing your A-game.
What's going on, world? DS1 Ross, and we back here on SHEEPSTAYSLEEPTV. Shout out to everybody who support the platform. Much love. Salute to everybody that's tuned in right now. Shout out to everybody. Salute to all the visionaries that's in the building. And we back with a late night show, man. We back with a late night show. I don't know if I'm going to constantly do this, but this is just something that I'm trying out. So shout out to everybody that's tuned in on a late night. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you share the show. And we just going to have a quick little chop up, but before we get into it, let me see who we got up in here. I'm going to shout out who we got up in here. We got Young Manhood in the building. Salute A-Game family, A-Game nation. Shout out to you, my brother. Shout out to D Remedy in the building. Salute. Shout out to Sir O in the building. Salute. Shout out to She. Shout out to my brother, the Bishop. Salute. Salute, salute, salute. Shout out to Soul Shader. Shout out to the whole A-Game family in the building, A-Game nation. Make sure you like the show. Make sure you share the show. Late night show, man. Late night show. And we're going to get into it, man. But before we get into it, I would like to say shout out to the visionaries. I changed the name from Shepherds to Visionaries because I thought about it, and usually there's one shepherd. So y'all are the visionaries. Y'all are the ones who are actually awakened. I'm not going to say woke because, that usually entails some BS. So I'm going to say awaken in a lot of ways. So y'all are the visionaries. Y'all are the ones, the brothers. Y'all are the brothers who have the foresight. Y'all see. So y'all are the visionaries, man. So salute to all the visionaries that's in the building. Salute to everybody that's tuned in. And tonight we're going to talk about conversations with consumers. And I want to speak about this because in this space, I noticed that the conversation is becoming extremely low tier. Like, I don't know if it's just me, and y'all can let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat room if y'all agree or if y'all disagree. If y'all agree or if y'all disagree with the point of the conversation overall in this space that we call the Black manosphere. It's a very, very low value. Y'all let me know in the chat if y'all agree or not. Because I'm noticing that what we see for the most part in this space is just a bunch of conversations with consumers. The panels that you see going on, the shows that you see, it's just a bunch of bottom feeding, low tier talk. Things that are of low value, things that are of truly no substance. And I want to point this out because I want brothers to understand that you're not helping, you're hurting. Who are you hurting? You're not only hurting yourself, but you are also hurting the men who are listening. See, these consumer-based conversations are not helpful to nobody. It is only self-serving, and it's only self-serving for the moment. See, because one of the 7 deadly sins, which is greed, comes from a consumer mindset, a person who just wants to consume so much that they become addicted to it. This mindset is the same mindset that is destroying black men. Because what does it actually produce? It produces the same guys that we complain about that's in our inner city neighborhoods today. See, this is what I need brothers to understand. This is why I speak against the things that go on in this space. Because I've always tried to get you brothers to understand that you are actually harming more than helping. The thing that you think helps is actually hurting. And we see the effects of it every day because the cycle continues. And it's very alarming to me because dudes partake in this shit every day. And I be sitting back like, yo, what happened to the content that was of substance? Now it's just a bunch of gynocratic, convoluted, emotional crap that dudes are calling content. Dudes sitting around talking about pop culture all day, comparing each other to basketball players, comparing each other to football players, and like this is just a bunch of silly stuff. And the reason why brothers is sitting back and speaking and talking about this BS is because what? for the most part, the men in this space are what? Consumer based. This is why the conversation is all about consuming, or y'all are speaking about other consumers. You see, this is not helpful. This is not impactful on the brothers in this space, man. And see, I know a lot of brothers are sitting back and y'all are suffering in silence. I know. I know. Because in real time, when you turn YouTube off, you're back to dealing with the reality that you're trying to escape when you get on YouTube. But you didn't find yourself locked into these same content creators who promote what you say you're trying to get away from. You see? You see how this consumerist mindset and this mentality is so harmful and not helpful? It is catering to the black man's extinction right now. This entire culture. Pop culture is rooted in the consumerist mindset. Let me repeat that. Pop culture that we're immersed in is rooted in the consumerist mindset. Pop culture will not rule our environment if it wasn't paired with the consumerist mindset. And when I say pop culture, I mean on both sides, on the men's side and the women. So, guys, the things that you see going on with women today is due to what? A consumerist mindset. This is why it's about the bag. This is why it's about hot girl summer. Because it's all about consuming and getting everyone around you to remain consumers. And this culture is destroying the environment. And the only way we can get rid of this culture is we have to change our value system. See, when we change our value system, brothers, the conversations change. See, this is why I said in the beginning, and I posed the question, what happened to the top tier content? It seems like we got a bunch of buffoonery going on. The content is so low tier. It's like for bottom feeders. But why? It's because the men in this space, for the most part, are immersed in consumerism. See, when you're immersed in consumerism, it's about how much money you make. See, dudes that brag about how much money they make, they're not bragging because they really like how much money they make. They're only bragging because it tells everyone that they can consume more than you. See, that's what that means. That's what that means. That's what that tells the average gynocratic woman. Oh, he makes 6 figures. So that means he can foot my bill. What bill is that? The things that she consumes. The things that she consumes. This is why they tell you 6 figures, 6 inches, 6 this, 6 that, because it puts you in these categories of what type of consumer you are. See, brothers, I really need y'all to grasp this, because this ties the conversation that is being had in this space is the same conversation that's being had on O Block. Sitting around talking about Megan Thee Stallion, sitting around talking about Saweetie, sitting around talking about Doja Cat, sitting around talking about who doing this, who doing that, who got more money than who fly than who broke, who this, who that. That's what they talk about on O Block. That's what they talk about on 600. That's the same thing. Conversations with consumers. That's the conversation we have in the hood. My sneakers better than yours. How much your jeans cost? My jeans cost more. Conversations with consumers. Bet you ain't got a better car than me. I could go spend 15,000 right now. How much you could go spend? Listen to it. How much can you go spend? How much can you go spend? When you in the hood, they don't ask you how much money you save. They ask you how much money can you spend. When black men are trying to flex on each other, we talk about what we spend on something. My car costs this. My clothes cost this. My chains cost this. So what you're doing is you are having, right, a economic mandingo fight. It's two poor people fighting to try to prove who's not poor. That's what this is. That's what you see in the hood. This is the same thing we see in this space. Conversations with consumers. This is what we have now. Who's smashing who? Who wanna smash who? Who could smash who don't like who don't find who attractive. This is all block project, low tier consumerist talk. I'm about to go buy the new fours when they come out. Don't we say that in the hood? Who flyer than me out here? I bet you I got more money in my pocket than all of y'all. Don't we say that in the hood? But then you come on YouTube and act like you're doing something when you say that because you're not on the block no more. But see, the mindset doesn't change. You know why? Because the culture didn't change. You see? Your values didn't change. That's why they say you could take the hood out the brother. You can't take the hood. You could take the brother out the hood, but you can't take the hood out the brother. That's speaking to his value system. See, once he begins to value himself and value things around him and see things differently, then guess what? He'll leave the hood and he'll take the hood out of him. Then he'll realize why he was even behaving and thinking the way he was thinking in the beginning. But why do we have a bunch of hood dudes on here who had this same mentality, who claim they grew from this mentality, who claim they came from this and overcame it? Why would you bring it to a new environment? This is why I said you have to get off the plantation in your mind. How is that going to happen? You have to change your value system. Let go of their value system because their value system is teaching you to value BS. It's teaching you to value external things and not you first. This is why your conversation is still about everybody else and everything else but you. And this is why the brothers in this space would rather talk about women and vajayjay politics and why she won't sleep with me. And why would she sleep with me? I bet you if I had money, she won't tell me no. See, that's a guy who lives his life as a consumer. He sees himself as a wallet and a penis. This is why the conversation is so low. Because the value system is low, is poor. So the men in this space, morale is low. So the conversation is not going to lead to any growth. You see? Or you're just going you'll get a couple of coins, you'll get some cash apps. Hit the cash app. You know, you'll do that. But are you making an impact? Are you impacting the brothers? See, that's what's important. That's what's important. I'd rather a brother tell me, hey, brother, you helped me change the way I think, and now my life is better, than for him to just keep cash apping me his money. Now, if it's on his heart to do that, then by all means. But see, I understand the power of spiritual value. I understand that. So I know I'm going to be good. I'm going to be good. I know. So this is why in the A Gang family, our conversation is what the conversation should be for brothers. We have a product, A Gang, which is for brothers. For brothers what? For brothers' health. For brothers' health. See, we have to understand that collectively, if we know we have what about 1.3 trillion in spending power, you know why that's not beneficial for us? Because it's spending power. It is things that we do on a daily basis. We pay our bills with that money. We buy clothes, we buy food. And then with us having the consumerist mindset, instead of us taking the excess money that we have and investing, we spend. We frivolously spend, and we spend on depreciating things. I spoke on this in the previous shows. Y'all make sure y'all go and check them out. But the reason why we do this is because of the consumerist mindset, which comes from slavery. You see? Work, 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 and consume. So brothers don't have time to worry about their health because they so busy working and consuming, working and consuming, working and consuming, a human doing. And brothers think that this is the way for us. And they promote this and they have conversations about this. But just look at this space and ask yourself, is it helping? Is it helping? Are brothers still coming to you telling you how have you helped them? How you helped change their life? See, because I don't want to hear, you know, DS1, you helped me get my money right, but all he went and did was went and bought Jordans. You see? That doesn't matter to me. Y'all give me a second. 1 second. Yeah, my bad, y'all. I had a phone call. My bad. I had to pick that up. Salute our brother Father's Time. Appreciate you, my brother. He said this space needs your voice. Keep spitting. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Salute our brother Father's Time, man. Salute to the big bro. But as I was saying, we have to understand that a guy like me, DS1, I am here to impact brothers' lives. It's just that simple. And I'm here to impact them with my message. A message of empowerment, not a message of consumerism, which is going to actually keep them indebted to themselves. As I said earlier today, it's going to keep black men running on this hamster wheel of destruction, like we see going on in Chicago. Everybody on YouTube right now is doing a video about a young brother who just got shot 64 times coming out of Cook County Jail. He got gunned down coming out of the jail. And what are the YouTubers doing? What are the YouTubers doing? Now, I'm not mad at YouTubers for covering the story, but what I don't like is I don't like how these young black men die. And it's like these YouTubers are like electric eels or like piranhas. And they just take the story and just pimp the story out for views and just try to pimp the algorithm. And it's like, damn, do y'all stop and think, or do y'all even remember that This is a young man that got killed like he's dead. Like he's dead. Like, it's cool. All right, get your money. Cool. I don't care about you getting no money, bro. But where's the morale? Where is the honor in another that you have for other black men? If you was to get killed out in the streets, would you want everybody with the video on goddamn YouTube? Would you laying there bleeding out? And then you get a bunch of other consumer-minded automatons get up under the comment section and get in the chat box and start talking about it, having the conversation. This is destructive, man. This is not helping, it's hurting us. It's hurting us that you got older black men in this space, right? Who's teaching younger black men to just go out and buy a bunch of depreciating assets as if that's supposed to make you rich. Just teaching young brothers to just go out and consume. Look at me. Be like me, be like me, be like me. See, brothers, let me explain something to y'all. You don't always have to directly come out and say to another brother, hey, you should do this. Understand that leadership is simply influence. And when you are looked at as a leader, you are influential. So you don't have to tell the men who support your message to go out and be consumers. They can just look at you and follow what you do. This is why Barry White said what? Practice what you preach. You telling me this and you telling me that. Practice what you preach. Because what? When you're in a leadership position, you have influence. And some guys don't run off what you say. They run off what you do. They sit back and watch how you move and imitate your moves and imitate the decisions that you make, not by what come out your mouth. But see, you brothers don't understand this because what? You coming from the standpoint of a consumer. You coming from the standpoint of just trying to get by. So you deal with brothers like this, and you think brothers are not affected by it. There's a lot of brothers here who are in need of effective leadership. Go and check out my video, Effective Leadership. What does effective leadership look like? What does effective leaders sound like when they come together? See, there's a certain level of conversation that effective leaders have. Now, do you sit around and kick the willy bobo? Yeah, we all do. We all do. But there's still a certain level of even of that. I did a stream a few months back. Beware of having low leisure value. Because you even have to be aware of the level of how you kick the willy bobo. Because sometimes you could get caught up in the chaos. That's what happened that night on that comedy hour, where things went into a downward spiral. You see, so you have to understand that conversation is a representation of the mindset. And the mindset is a representation of the value system, which ties into culture. So if you just got a bunch of consumers sitting around congregating, what do we have? We have a shopping center. We have an entertainment complex. You see? You see why the space is in the condition that it's in, even financially. We sit around and talk about money all day, but where's the money at in the space? Why there's no more money here? I'm going to tell you why. No spiritual value. It's a bunch of amoral people, amoral men who throw out loyalty, men who throw out honor, right? Men who throw out God, right? Men who don't pay attention to their health, right? We know that with all of the drunks running around in the space. And the reason why I'm saying that, and I'm not pointing anybody out individually, but I'm saying that because it's being shown. We hear the slurring. We hear the snoring, the drunk snores and stupors on the panel. So we're not paying attention to that. Our health. We badmouth the black family. Our appearance value was shot based on what? Our conversation. Based on we can't get along on no panel. There's always smoke, 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 smoke. Everything is about the smoke. It's more smoke than unity. So that makes us look bad. And then the conditions of the space is bad, which is our dwelling. This is why no money is here. Because a businessman is going to evaluate it from that perspective. Well, okay, let me see why I should invest my money. See, money is a tangible thing. It's tangible. It's a tool, but it's supposed to be a tool to build, not a tool to destroy. Now, why would a person invest a bunch of money, right? Tangible things into a space with a bunch of amoral men? A bunch of men who don't care about their family. A bunch of men who don't care about their health. Why would they put their money here? So we could go buy a bunch of goddamn t-shirts and come on live and try to be flyer than everybody? You wonder why it's no millionaires? You wonder why? You wonder why it's only one? You wonder why? You wonder why there's no more investors here? There's only one businessman here that decided to invest into the men into this space. Why aren't there more men here? Because they're like, man, I don't know. Because when they look at the spiritual value, when they look at the health value, when they look at the family value, when they look at the appearance value, when they look at the dwelling value of the men in this space collectively, based on the analysis of their content, I don't know, bruh. I don't know. Man, all these guys sit around and do, man, is talk about rappers. Sit around and talk about the entertainment industry. Man, I don't even watch TV. Do y'all know y'all dudes, y'all got the books, right? So you know most millionaires don't watch TV. So why the hell they care about Sweetie? Why the hell they care about Quavo? Why do they care about Megan the Stallion? They don't watch TV, bro. They don't watch TV. They don't watch that. They don't watch that. So why do they want to hear, or why would they invest in content creators who talk about that? Because guess what? Guess what wealthy businessmen do? They invest in what's valuable to them. You see? And what's valuable is the internal five. You see? The value starts within. The value of a man starts within. Okay? I really want you brothers to understand this. I'm going to continue to hammer it home because I need you brothers to understand this. Your value starts within you. Your value is not on your MasterCard. That's what the gynocracy and white supremacy wants you to believe, brother. They want you to believe your value is on your MasterCard, on your Black Air Max card. For you rich guys, they want you to believe your value is in cryptocurrency. No, your value is within you. Do you know how to got? Let me get a sip of water real quick. Shout out to everybody in the building. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Salute to all the visionaries. Let me explain something to y'all. Do y'all know what algorithms, the concept of algorithms is about? You know what it's about? Algorithms is based off of the way the consumer thinks, operates. Who is the number one consumer? Black people. You get it? That's what this algorithm stuff is based on. How black people think. How black men and women think and operate on a daily basis. We need to monitor this. We can use this as an economic tool. This is why you got black men in this space who are a slave to the algorithm. Because what? He's a slave to consumerism. When you blow up in the algorithm, you get more money so you can do what? You have more spending power. You have more spending power. But when you change the value system and you go from outside and you go from inside out instead of outside in, the way they taught you. See, the way they taught us was to go outside in. This is why they promote we outside. See, everything is remember, it all starts with spirit. It all starts with spirit. That's why I say it's a spiritual war. It's a war fought on principalities, mentalities. How you think is what they're attacking. You see? We outside. You outside doing all external things. Getting drunk, getting high, committing crime. We outside being slaves. Just waiting for the police to come pick you up. Waiting for the ambulance to come pick you up. We outside because you're living outside yourself. Because you're living outside yourself. We outside, y'all. We know. You live outside. And we're going to start talking. We getting ready to talk about that soon, too. Because that's something that's not talked about. The homelessness epidemic amongst black men. We're going to get into that soon. We outside. It's a lot of black men living outside. Just like there's a lot of black men living outside of themselves, because that's what the backward value system teaches you, which makes you a consumer. Because you don't value you. You don't value the next brother. That's why you ain't loyal. That's why you don't know what honor is. That's why it hurts you to pay homage. It hurts you to pay homage. It hurts you. It burns you up to pay homage. You see what this does? The backward value system tells you to work from the outside in. But if you notice, when your values begin to change, you go from being outside to inside. This is why when most brothers begin to make that spiritual transformation, he begin to make different choices. So he ain't outside no more. He in the house. He find time to do things in the house. Because now he's focused on himself, which is the inside. That's why you see dudes in the house. This also ties into the dynamic of putting black men in prison. And you hear a lot of black men say, I learned myself when I was inside. Being inside prison taught them to go inside themselves. And it taught them to value themselves. So he started working out because he valuing his health. See? This is why I tell y'all, man. Salute to our brother Father's time again, man, for the 10 life value system, man. Oh my God. This is why spiritual value is number one. Because we're in a spiritual war. I can revert whatever we talk about in this space back to spirit, back to a spiritual event or a symbol. See, because the actual symbol that you see is actually a spiritual representation that was manifested in the physical. We outside. Casanova promote. We outside. Telling black men to stay outside in them streets and die. Tell him, but what's gonna keep him out in them streets so he could die? His mentality. His mentality of wanting to be validated by a bunch of booger wolves that's in the hood. Big booty booger wolf. That's what's keeping them outside. That consumer mindset. I got to get this money. So I'm going to be outside playing dice. I got to get this money. I'm going to keep moving these packs because big booty booger wolf is coming through. We out and we outside. And we outside. You see how the consumer, you see the consumer mindset? So when you're listening to your favorite rapper telling you to be outside, your spirit and his spirit is having a conversation. Conversations with consumers. Still want to be outside? See, Casanova's inside now because they no longer need him to promote being outside, because now that's the standard. That's the standard. See, he set the standard. So now you could go, we're going to put you inside, Cass. We're going to put you inside. Because now you done taught all the young homies to be outside and to stay outside. So they're going to die. Or the ones who don't die, we're going to put them inside with you. And by the time that happens, they'll be done taught the next generation or the next 2-3 generations under them to be outside, to continue to live outside of themselves. And this is why we dying in them streets. And this is why we dying in them streets, man, because we continue to have this consumerist conversation. We gotta elevate. But on a serious note, the conversation has to elevate. On a serious note, the conversation must elevate. But the only way it will is we have to change our values, brothers. We have to understand first that our value system was replaced. Our value system is backward. What's in your wallet? They're telling you what the value in the commercial. They're telling you the value spending. What's in your wallet? So time and time again, your spirit is being bombarded with consumerism, telling you to be a spender, big tipper. Consumerism. This is destroying black men. Because we supposed to build, right? We supposed to be builders. How we going to build with the consumerist mindset? We can't. So we have to change the conversation, brothers. We have to change the conversation, brothers. We have to. So salute to everybody for tuning in on a late night. I'm going to wrap this show up. I didn't even expect to stay an hour and 20 minutes, but I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Salute to all the visionaries for coming out. I might start doing the late night streams every once in a while. You know, make sure y'all go and answer the poll that I put out there. Do y'all want me to continue these late night streams every once in a while? Or what I might do is, if you're a member of the channel, I might start allowing access to the late night streams, but it's only gonna be for members where I do these late night streams. You know, so make sure y'all answer that poll so I can make a decision on that. So salute to everybody in the building. Once again, shout out to Ebo Sosa in the building, A-Game family, A-Game Nation in the building. Salute to everybody that tuned in. Shout out to all the visionaries. If you enjoyed the show, donate to the show. Cash App $SheepStaySleepTV. Cash App $SheepStaySleepTV is where y'all can go. Is where y'all can go to donate if y'all enjoyed the show. If you donated to the show, I appreciate it. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the support. Shout out to everybody who hit the Cash App if you've done so. Shout out to everyone who hit the Super Chat. Much love. And before we get up out of here, y'all do know that this channel and this episode is sponsored by A-Game. A-Game, which is a male herbal solution. Brothers, hit that link in the description box to join this A-Game lifestyle. This is a lifestyle promoting optimal health. This product, brothers, aids in our vitality, our energy, our strength, and our libido. Get down in the description box to join this A-Game lifestyle promoting optimal health for us men. Hit the link in the description box and at your checkout, type in promo code SHEEP in the number 10. That's SHEEP in the number 10 to get a discount off on your purchase. I appreciate y'all for tuning in on the late night. Make sure y'all hit that poll for me. DS1 Ross, Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Salute to all the visionaries. Salute to the A-Game family. Salute to the A-Game nation. And I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. Peace. See, wherever I go, stay ready, stay alert, always prepared for whatever. I see me. There's a seat right here. You can see from all angles. I'm ready. It's time to get down to business. Game time.
Hi, honey. I know you just made it to the library, but love of my life, my hero, my lion, you forgot your A-game. So come home, take it, and then you can go and conquer the world, black man. Oh, and one more thing. Would it kill you to just wear some socks? I'm just saying. Love you. And can you bring home some milk?
Oh, man. She's killing me. Okay, I'll go back. I'm gonna get my A-game. I'm not putting them socks on. I'm good. I'm fly. I'm fresh. I'm gonna stop at 7-Eleven and get some milk.